some of the things I'm interested in talking about is, which is true, I think, across most communities where there is a higher density of low-income people, is you don't have the same access to food as others do. One is not just about where food stores are located, but you tend not to have the same access to transportation when you're poor than people do, like myself or you, who can drive your car to whatever grocery store you'd like to go to. And so you're more kind of landlocked, so to speak, in an area of town that often don't. I mean, you're not going to find down here in the inner city. There's not a Safeway here. You know, the closest major grocery store is a Save-On, which is more of an expensive grocery store. You do have some grocery stores, don't misunderstand me, but they're not full-size grocery stores. And my understanding of data across communities is that food prices in stores in low-income areas tend to be higher than in the neighborhood you live in or I live in, right? So I'd like to think about, well, what could a community do about that in terms of, is it possible to open a nonprofit grocery store? I don't know. I'm told the margins are really tight in the grocery store business, so maybe that's not an area to go. But I just think we should be open to engagement with all sectors, governments, business, whatever, about what can we do to increase the access to quality food for low-income people. And I just would like to start seeing us be a player in that, and recognize that we will be, if we're a player in that space, we'll be working with other people who have far more expertise about food and food security than we do. So those are some of the concerns that I have. I think the other thing communities could look at is, from a community development point of view, if there is empty space, if there's an empty lot, if we have buildings, maybe they're city-owned buildings or provincial-owned buildings that are flat-roofed and able to hold roof gardens, what could we do? How could we increase the ability of people to grow food even in an urban center? Even just in their building or down the street or at the empty lot or whatever. So those are longer term kinds of conversations, and I know, I mean, those are not original ideas from me, but again, things that Bissell Center and I think other human service agencies should start thinking about more in terms of what can happen in a community, not just happen in our programs.